Hello, Collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eyed Mystic Tarot, back with another general reading. How are you, Collective? Mwah. Hugs and kisses to all of you. Thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, definitely your subscribes, and your emails. Thank you so very much for your support. All right. I did pull a few cards. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Mwah. Hugs and kisses to all of you. Sending you love and light on your spiritual journey. So keep moving forward. You are doing great. All right. I know you are. I know you are. But I did pull a few cards, so I'm gonna, go over them, and then we'll go ahead and finish clarifying. I did start with the 10 months, less than 10 months. But Memphis, Tennessee can be significant. It came out in reverse. So someone could have used to stay in Memphis, Tennessee, whoever this reading resonates with. Maybe they stayed there in the past, visited there or something like that. They may be from there, no longer live there or something. Like somebody may have lived there, but they may not be from there. All right. There may have been a past situation or a past place that something occurred, or someone, may have, whoever this reading resonates with may have, resided there in the past. Libra came out in reverse. So this could be a low vibrational Libra. You got 10 months, less than 10 months that came out. And I did start clarifying it. And the 10 of Cups came out with the Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, I'm sorry. But this is, your mature man, woman, you know what I'm saying? But there's a 10 of Cups. There's a happy ending. There's, some balance restored. But there's also, this harmony. You know what I'm saying? That's coming together for somebody, especially when it comes to, your stability and things like that, you've been working on. So this could be emotional stability as well. But there's a 10 of Cups, you know what I'm saying, that could be coming towards you in less than 10 months. You got Pisces energy with the 10 of Cups. And the mature man with this King of Pentacles. Capricorn. And this is somebody that may have, had to do some self-examination, self-exploration of themselves, when it comes to them making firm decisions and commitments. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what it is they want, staying, focused on what that is, and not being non-committal when it comes to the things they're not sure about, and being stagnant or at a stalemate, at times when it comes to them expressing themselves and standing on what they want. You know what I'm saying? Don't waver, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to what it is or taking action in. Like if you don't want something, say you don't want something. Stand on that. Don't say you don't want something and then the minute it doesn't, you see it blossoming, growing, possibly being something that you can, actually see yourself in, and don't say anything. Just continue letting that person think that, you don't want anything serious. Even though it's going in a rate where, it could possibly be what it is you didn't think existed in the first place or didn't think would happen to you. All right? But it's coming in less than 10 months. Okay, ignoring is the next card. So somebody could be ignoring somebody now when it comes to them, possibly, clearing out some things and closing out cycles. Next card, projected my insecurities onto you. Came out in reverse. So Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody, basically may have had, some underlying issues. Hell, it could be the Page of Swords and the upright. But at this point, it's like somebody, in the past may have, put their insecurities off on you, because of what they didn't want to, look like they weren't mature enough to say or accept, you know what I'm saying, about themselves. Not taking accountability, not taking responsibility. They could have been, in that self-absorbed, in their ego or something like that, just feeling like they don't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like something can't be them. You know what I'm saying? Or you must be dealing with things from your past that got you feeling like I'm out to get you, or I'm not gonna do you right, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When it really was some shit they was dealing with they self. You know what I'm saying? And as an empath, you may have just picked up on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Not meaning to, but shit. I mean, it is what it is. Next card, you are home to me, Divine Feminine. Somebody feels like you are home to them. Ten of Cups. But you got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn as well with the Fool. When I clarified this, less than 10 months. So somebody, wants this Ten of Cups. Like, when it comes to them coming towards you, possibly to start, on their journey. Because right behind this Three of Pentacles is the Fool. Like somebody taking a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Going on a new journey. Going to discover the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Just starting anew. But Two of Pentacles in reverse. Like at the time when you maybe, wanted something with them or was in desiring something, between you and this person, they may have, been juggling, and at that time they, wasn't a good time for them to make a decision. Wasn't a good time for them to, you know what I'm saying, engage you in anything at that time. This person needed to go in hermit. You know what I'm saying? So clarify ignoring. Why is ignoring out here? Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords out here. Yeah. Somebody, is dealing with some, when it comes to somebody possibly dealing with something they feel like, is going on in secret, like behind their back or whatever communication is going on behind somebody's back, like they ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? Like they may feel like, whatever they talking about or whatever, especially with this Five of Swords, it's like when you looking at them both, it's like somebody possibly like trying to tell them something, but they ignore them. When it comes to the Five of Swords, like that person looking back, but like somebody ignoring the shit out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, it could be a Aquarius ignoring somebody. The Seven of Swords, like something, possibly somebody could be telling you something about something that was being done or said behind your back or something like that, because you were ignoring them. Yeah, especially if they've been, trying to accept like a loss or not, willing or not feeling comfortable, with adjusting with how something is, after some type of behind the scenes, talk or something like that, some shit that maybe somebody indirectly, was talking about. How you may be trying to give somebody a warning and they, indirectly, like you telling somebody something, but they were ignoring you. Like you may have been trying to converse something, express something to somebody, but they were ignoring you. Or they, were they ignoring somebody, when it comes to them having some type of dispute. Because you right behind this 555 could be significant. That angel number, definitely look it up. 57 can also be of significance. Somebody could be 57. But this is like somebody that actually is dealing with some conflict. They could be having arguments and, you know what I'm saying, disputes and shit like that. Back and forth. Pointing fingers. It's like somebody dealing with low self-esteem. Like feeling like, they done been defeated or something like that. What's the Seven of Swords? Ignoring. Clarify ignoring with the Seven of Swords. Clarify ignoring. Clarify ignoring with the Seven of Swords. Yeah. The Four of Swords. It could be any air sign. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, it's like somebody like protecting their peace, like contemplating, minding their damn business, healing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody, Knight of Swords with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Like somebody wanting to come in all aggressive and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, be in attack mode or something like that. Like, mm-mm. Like somebody coming in like they, in a real ruthless kind of way, very aggressive. And if it's not that, it's just as somebody's argumentative. And it's like somebody ignoring them mainly because something they probably telling somebody, somebody did behind their back or some shit like that. I'm getting like somebody maybe want to come towards you or like trying to, because you got Libra right here in reverse. You got Libra right here in reverse. So like I said, it's like somebody possibly want to tell you about what somebody did or said. You know what I'm saying? This person, they had me like this, man. It was this, or that person, they was like this toward me. You know what I'm saying? I was involved in this with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Like I wasn't seeing something. I was looking at it this way, that way, or whatever, and you know, I feel like it's like somebody like want to come in and like plead their case or some shit like that. What's the Seven of Swords? That's probably Seven of Swords with the Four of Swords. Like somebody don't want to hear the lies, they don't want to hear that boot, that like. And it's like somebody also want to lay something to rest, about whatever was done behind somebody's back or whatever, they indirect communication that was, being that was going on. Like how somebody talk, about something, but they not addressing it to you. But like they say, if the shoe fit, wear it, kind of thing. But it's like somebody wanting to lay something to rest now when it comes to how they, saw something, or the fact that they see that, at this point now, like you not, whatever it is that they want to say or want to, talk about or tell you about, express or something like that, like they feel like you ignoring them or you going to ignore them. What's the Seven of Swords? But I feel like that's what somebody doing though. Like somebody want to talk about something, that went on behind the scenes. Like there's something going on, you know, behind the scenes, but also, somebody speaking indirectly. And somebody, want to lay something to rest, or it's just like somebody want to call a truce or something. But they could be ignoring somebody because of, some things that they finding out, or the fact that they don't like the fact that, whatever was being said was because of somebody being defeated or going through some type of loss and they pissed off. You know what I'm saying? What's the Seven of Swords with the Four of Swords? Clarify. What's the Four of Swords with the Seven of Swords? Yeah, Queen of Cups with the Sun. I'm also getting like somebody want to tell you something, in secret. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody. Yeah, somebody want to tell somebody something, but it's like whatever it is whatever this communication is about, it's like somebody want to have it like behind the scenes, like behind somebody's back. And possibly a Queen of Cups. That's happy now with the sun. Yeah, somebody ignoring somebody, especially when it comes to them, you know, with the Seven of Swords, like trying to get information, you know what I'm saying, without making it seem as though like they, like it's, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't nothing, like it, you know what I'm saying, or I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying, but it's like somebody actually indirectly talking about something or want to talk or something like that, but it's the fact that somebody, want to lay something to rest, or they, you know what I'm saying, like see that you healing. But this Queen of Cups, is like somebody that's a very good listener. Could be a wife, could be a baby mom, or somebody that somebody really has a lot of rooted, deep rooted feelings for. But with the sun out here, somebody possibly done moved on with the Six of Swords. Like somebody see you as somebody that's happy, or they see you, you know what I'm saying, as happiness. You know what I'm saying? And with the Six of Swords, like you could have moved on. You could have, moved away, moved to like a sunnier place, or you just, got a new place. Since Six of Swords moved on to calmer waters, you could have relocated. Got a new home. Or just probably doing renovations and like doing something new, like just revamping your crib or something like that. Now, give me some more on this ignoring. Give me some more ignoring. Clarify ignoring. Yeah, Page of Wands. Three of Wands in reverse. The bottom of the deck. With the Two of Swords. Ace of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you could be ignoring, somebody Aquarius right now because you're protecting your peace, could be healing right now. You could be this Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, or this Queen of Cups can be a masculine as well. But I feel like, somebody is possibly maybe dealing with a Cancer. But it's like when it comes to somebody wanting to talk to you about something or ask other people about you, like it's mainly because you're ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? Like they may be You know how people will post something about what it is they want to know or got going on, or what they feeling, or how they feeling towards somebody or a certain situation or something, but it's supposed to, get back to you. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to respond to it or make a post about it, indirectly talking about it or something like that. But whatever's being done, it's like you ignoring it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you focusing on yourself, like you minding your business, you healing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody basically possibly, want to clear up a situation, but with the page of wands, it's like somebody having to find another way to express how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have to find a new and more adventurous way. It could be traveling. Like this person may, be wanting to come towards you. To actually express themselves. But in ways where they feel like, whatever it is that they need to get out and do or something like that, it's like another way for them to get out of that shell of like how they normally would, present themselves to somebody if they're interested. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's like somebody may be new on their journey, but this is somebody overcoming fears, that may be part of them starting something new or going on a new, path. But it's like, it's about using your skills and your courage in order to move forward without hesitating, procrastinating, and shit like that. Like finding reckless ways, to get something done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk indirectly, just be straightforward. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like somebody may have given somebody like confusing mixed communication. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, I don't know if they work in some type of illusion or their intuition may have been clouded. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how they were thinking they were, getting a message across, but no. It's like now somebody has to find, new ways. Like somebody could be getting back into traveling, like getting out more and things like that, like exploring new things about themselves, like finding out new, especially if you don't know your love language. Okay, like I feel like somebody also did not know things about themselves because they wouldn't be in themselves. Like somebody may have been trying to have a certain lifestyle and image or status, that wasn't becoming. And they may have been trying to be somebody that other people, would like, come toward, recognize, and losing themselves in the process. Like this has maybe been a people pleaser, like somebody trying to, have that look or that status about them, that reputation about them, that they didn't really have to really work on themselves. This is somebody that may have been just on surface knowledge and level, when they dealing with people. Like if you look like you got something going on, boom, I'm going over there. You know what I'm saying? But then you get over there and realize these people, running amok, you know what I'm saying, around each other, and they really don't like each other, and they really competing with each other. It's like that. Men and women. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a situationship going on. Everybody got some type of fake friend, fake coworker, that they hang out with, that they know that person don't too much really care for them, and they really don't too much care for the person. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody now having to find those, be more adventurous, and that means getting themselves involved, when it comes to travel, when it comes to them exploring, being adventurous. And I feel like now it's, that time for them to be ambitious, you know what I'm saying, to do that. Or this could be you, Queen of Cups. So whatever it is, when it comes to you healing, it's the fact that, you ignoring people, you know what I'm saying? And these could be people from your past with the Seven of Swords that you done laid, things to rest with, like just cut ties with these people. And it could be people that, may have been doing shit, saying shit, talking shit about you behind your back and stuff like that. And you may have just, cut cords with these people, cut ties with them and moved on. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, this is allowing you to, get out and explore, more things that you may not have, went toward or may have not given much thought or time to, at some point. You know what I'm saying? Got the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse with the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. So yeah, like somebody got some lessons to learn. Like there's some things that still needed to come out in order for a decision to be made as far as what direction to go in, because somebody may have lost their direction, you know what I'm saying, because they were too distracted or ignoring changes, that they needed to make personally, personal growth. It's like gathering more information as well, like finding out more things about themselves, like rediscovering, like discovering things about yourself like you didn't see before. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing that, like you could be doing your affirmations and things like that. Like you could be journaling. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your self love, your self care, like um, exploring those things about you, like getting back to nature, like getting grounded and appreciating the things about you, even if somebody else don't. All right. But it's like somebody having to gather more information in order for them to move forward when they do embark on this new journey. You know what I'm saying? So this person may be, getting out more, traveling, you know what I'm saying, and doing more things by themselves and not, putting themselves in situations where it's more of a distraction than a learning, moment for them. Because somebody may have been getting with people, you know what I'm saying, just to find purpose or just to pass the time, bored, you know what I'm saying, trying to prove a point. Clarify, projected my insecurities onto you. Why is it in reverse? Clarify, projected my insecurities onto you. Why is this in reverse, Holy Spirit? Projected my insecurities onto you. Ace of Pentacles with the Death in reverse. I don't know. This is my card of, that which was taken is being restored, and these, this is no financial, security. So somebody insecurities could have been like a Five of Pentacles, like they could have been in between jobs, employment. They could have had some financial, things that was, probably, wearing them down. When they may have had some things going on in their family, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, a lot of responsibility, a lot of burdens. That may have been things that was, tapping into not just their finances, but their abundance when it comes to their energy. Or this is yours. But I feel like, pouring into somebody that may not have given back to you, I feel like I said, it's that which was taken is being restored. Like whatever seeds you were planting with somebody and whatever it was supposed to, whatever was supposed to come from that is coming in now. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got the King of Pentacles out here. Got the Death in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the King of Wands. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody refusing, to go within with this Death in reverse. Like somebody, they may be down and shit like that because of the fact that they didn't want to walk away from a certain lifestyle, a certain way of being, a certain way of thinking, outdated beliefs and, ideologies, you know what I'm saying, that don't work on everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's, giving you the wrong results or it ain't giving you the same results it used to give you, it's time to move on from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like some folks, if they eat something when they're very young, a lot of it, they end up being turned off by it. Like they don't have a taste for it anymore. Like they almost sickened by it. I know people that, may have ate beans so much when they were growing up, like they can't stand beans. And I don't give a damn what kind of bean it is. They ate it when they were younger. Now they just have a low tolerance or don't have tolerance at all for any beans at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Like you have to move on. Like you ate it at a time, you did something or was a certain way at a certain time. Now you're not. You're not into that anymore now. especially when you decide for yourself and start making decisions for yourself. But at this point, the death in reverse, Scorpio energy, like somebody refuses to look at themselves as a problem, you know what I'm saying? Or they need some fixing, or they need to make some changes. And somebody projected their insecurities on to you. You know how like somebody, even they past person, baby mama, ex, lover, you know what I'm saying, situationship, you know what I'm saying, home girl, you know, type of home, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to somebody telling another person, like I'm telling my homeboy, listen, I'm telling him some insecurities that person got going on. When you telling me about something, you telling me about something going on with your girl, but I'm giving you insecurities, you know, as if I'm expressing myself about what you're saying regarding that person, but I'm looking, you know, at my own insecurities and calling somebody out on that, not knowing, you know, exactly what the root of their situation is that's making them, you know, behave the way they are towards you or respond to you the way they do. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody coming to another person saying, man, they talking like this, they talking like that. Behind the scenes, somebody could have been telling people or telling somebody like how you felt about them or something like that, or how your boundaries were, or how you express your emotions to them. That person, you know, may have said something along the lines of like, yeah, see that person, you know, they got they clinging, you know what I'm saying? They got they trying to control you. They trying to, you know, do this. They playing games. They doing this. They doing that. Like telling this person that you saying something indirectly when you actually just having a general conversation with them. Yeah, that person, they think you doing something, shit like that. But the point of the matter is, it's like somebody know, they know that person doing something. They know they doing something. You know what I'm saying? They know. It's like telling the person that they dealing with how another person feel about them and think they cheating, but the person they telling it to is the person they messing around with. Instead of just accepting the fact, like, you know, whatever somebody telling them is really the fact that they, you know, making it seem as though whatever somebody past is, even if that's my homeboy, and I'm saying, listen, you know, two or three, you know, people from your past, you know, they did you wrong, true enough. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody that come towards you is doing you wrong. Not everybody that, you know, feels some type of way or get feelings for you is trying to trap you. Or like trying to get something from you because they expressing they self towards you. Like not everybody's trying to get something from you. You need to resolve them issues with them people and see, you know, why they were the way they were towards you. Like, what did they get from you that you wasn't intending to give? Because they can't take nothing that wasn't up, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't available to them. You know what I'm saying? So if you overly, you know what I'm saying, indulge, or you know what I'm saying, you gave too much of yourself to that person, and you were left feeling like nothing, like you was giving nothing back when you was with them, maybe you should have paid more attention to what they wasn't reciprocating then. So you wouldn't have to spend that much time giving. But I feel like somebody's insecurities was something that they made it seem like just because, you know, you got people that did you like this and did that in the past don't mean I'm doing it. All because you having a general conversation with them, or you calling them out on something, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like, you know, is a pattern or something you just want to talk about. Right? But they made it as though it was, it's like if you know somebody got some player mentality, you know what I'm saying, they got some player ways. This is somebody that don't want you to call them a player though, even though that's what they're doing. It's like they in their own mind, they done already made up their own mind about, they already got an excuse as to why they doing what they do, or who they feel like, you know, they are, and how people, you know, got this misconception of who they are. Like, no, I'm not. You may be finding another name for it, but that's still some player shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still gonna fall in the category of somebody, you know. And if you're not a player, you damn sure playing a role like some, you know, like you are. So that's like a game in itself. Like you coming off as this when you really not. And if I told you that, ain't no telling how that person taking it. So you giving somebody, them signals, them signs, but then you don't want to admit that those are the signs, that most people that is like that have. And if that's the case, do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to that person like, hey, I know it might be this or that. I might do, what I'm saying? I might be a UPS driver, yes. There are people that, come on to me, that when I'm delivering packages. But I've never dated any one of them. I've never, addressed any one of them. I've never engaged them, in uh, in their offers, you know what I'm saying, in their interest in me. I've always been professional. That alone would clear something up when you going out the door every day, to go back and forth, to do your job, knowing that you gave somebody a truthful answer to something and not take it as, why you ask me about that? It's like you think I'm, you must be doing what you think I'm doing. That. Instead of just answering the question. Or, giving a response, in alignment, what I'm saying, with what I'm asking. Or what I'm addressing. You know what I'm saying? Projected my insecurities onto you. Clarify. Why is it in reverse? Projected my insecurities onto you. Who is this? Projected their insecurities onto you. Who is this that projected their insecurities onto you? You have the High Priestess now with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Justice. And you could have known, this person knew that they were doing this. Like they knew whatever you were saying was truthful. Cancer energy. Like somebody knew whatever you were saying was truthful. What's the High Priestess? Projecting my insecurities onto you. Projected my insecurities onto you. Clarify the High Priestess. Yeah. 8 of Swords. If somebody was ignoring you and you felt like they were doing something behind the scenes and shit like that, and you may have been dreaming about that shit and stuff like that, like your mind's eye could have been showing you, or you could have been picking up, getting like downloads about whatever it was, like how something come to mind, even though your mind's eye show you something, you may not want to believe that person would do that or be like this, or be holding back from you like that. But when it came to somebody projecting their insecurities onto you, they knew whatever you were telling them. I don't know if you told them you got gifts, but it's like, if 8 of Swords, if they were ignoring you, keeping you in your head about stuff, in fear of like if you say something, this person might, end up, especially if they felt like, by you not talking to them or, them keeping you, blindsided, about what's going on. But I'm also getting like somebody actually, feeling like whatever's being said, like they feel like they stuck, like they, could be paralyzed with fear, to say something, yeah. Especially if you didn't want to say nothing because it makes that person, you already knew this person was going to say something about your past, or somebody from your past doing you like that, or you was like this with other people or something like that, and you taking it out on them, or you thinking that they doing the same thing or something like that. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of fucking Wands, child. Yeah. And see, now, like, whatever those conversations that somebody might have, was ignoring, what I'm saying, at the time, or the fact that, whatever their insecurities were may have, came with their actions, like the things that they were not speaking on, the way that they were not communicating. You know what I'm saying? They may have left you on red a lot of times. They may have, let a day or two go by, you know what I'm saying, without conversing with you, or maybe longer. You know what I'm saying? Having you in your head about shit. You know what I'm saying? Six of Cups. Like, this is a lot of nostalgia. Like, somebody got some past issues, you know what I'm saying, with this Seven of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like, somebody got some past people, or they got people from their past, that they having, thoughts of, when it comes to the things that they know they done had to deal with from different ones. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody know they done had different people, you know what I'm saying, coming at them in different ways, or them finding out different things, going on with them, when it came to them thinking that they were somebody, that they can choose from. Like, they had endless choices, like, and these were nothing but distractions, but these were people that, they thinking of and using that, like projecting that onto you as that being something that they feel like, is a conflict that they, trying to put in your backyard. Like, somebody trying to make, the things that they done had the, whatever competitions or whatever, disputes and arguments and things like that, or whatever, people that done went back and forth, they done been in, put, people in competitions with, that done fought over them, that may have caused, whatever deception that somebody, done got caught up in. It done caused the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords quite a few times. Somebody know, whatever, memories they had, or whatever nostalgia, like whatever thoughts they having, memories that they can, go back on with these Seven of Cups. Like, they know, what I'm saying, this shit was things that caused a lot of dishonesty, you know what I'm saying, a lot of competition they done put, people in. And it done, been a lot of drama. Especially when they look at you as somebody, when you somebody that's self-efficient. Like, you didn't need to get nothing, like I said, you didn't need to get nothing from this person. Like, if they felt like the way you was expressing yourself, or whatever you were, getting at them about, or wanting to get with them on, was not on a money thing. You're already self-efficient. You're already independent in your own right. So it ain't like the competition or the people that they trying to have, behind the scenes is somebody that you trying to compete with, because it ain't like you really necessarily, coming for this person because of something they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is they got, they not really secure in it. And this could have been an opportunist. Like, they could have been going toward people, based on, or they were dealing with opportunists. People that got with them for what they had, or what they felt like they can get out of this person, or what he can get out of them, or what she can get out of them. Like, they can say that you maybe, want to join this group of Five of Wands of folks arguing and disputing and being in some type of silent competition with this person or for this person. But at the end of the day, you already self-efficient. Like, you already abundant in your own right. So, like, somebody just was dealing with, that brokenness, or feeling like that feeling of low self-esteem. It's like somebody, somebody was dealing possibly with a masculine that didn't really have a whole lot of confidence about themselves. Like, you could have gave this person compliments and stuff like that, but they may not get that all the time. Like, they may have, tried to use other things to, like, woo a person. You know what I'm saying? What's the High Priestess with the Eight of Swords? Like, you could have been giving this person compliments. They probably didn't really believe that shit. Because in their mind, like, they normally feel like, it's about what kind of money you have. It's how you dress, what you drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, but deep down, they made some of the nicest, finest, handsomest people they come across may not want them for who they are. So they don't really be who they are. They try to be who they think these people, you know what I'm saying, or these individuals, will respond to or come towards. And that alone will make somebody feel as though deep down, you wouldn't be in yourself when you got with that person. But it's like, what if I, let that person know I really ain't got it like that? Even though they know you deserve it. They just been, how somebody will carry on like a lie, like they really, I'm trying to think of that movie where that Caucasian girl, like she, I want to say it was on Netflix where she had this name for herself, and a lot of her friends, like, kind of, was some of them was taking up for her, some wasn't when it came to her lifestyle, and they were saying, no, she has money, she's really popular, and she really, was running into people, that would take her under their wing, and she'll like, get in good with them and stuff like that, to the point where they'll invite her to places, and she'll like find some type of way, to end up in their good graces. You know what I'm saying? And they'll start giving to her and things like that. And she'll come off, as um them wanting to take her out, take her shopping and stuff like that. And she'll get things from them, gifts and stuff, and she'll present herself as somebody that's rich, but she really not. Like she'll try to invite them places, like she, I've eaten here before, I know so many people, but really she been there with people that invited her. But it's like when she wanna, present herself as somebody rich, like the rich girl, like she in actuality was like forging her identity, you know what I'm saying, to be somebody that she wasn't, and it got to the point where it was confusing for a lot of people whether she really was rich or not. Like, is she really rich or not? Like, which one is it? That kind of shit. But it's all in all, like, it's like somebody saying, I don't even like myself, so I'm mainly, somebody else when I'm around other people, because I'm afraid of what they gonna say or think of me if they find out I don't have as much as them, or I'm not as popular as they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Even in people like that are trying to buy people. You know what I'm saying? Or feel like, this, they come at a price. Like they feel like, man, I got to get this person. I got to show up. You know what I'm saying? I really got to have it like that. Or they want to, play the part, show up like they, you know what I'm saying? They own their shit, but deep down, they covering for something. What's the high priestess with the 8 of swords? Like, be yourself. You don't be no guy, you know what I'm saying, no damn body else. Like, what's the high priestess with the 8 of swords? Even if somebody, was projecting their insecurities onto you, and it was somebody from their past, bringing up shit, that they trying to say you dealing with or going on with you, and it's really going on with them. This is like somebody, your person, could have been involved with, and didn't like, the fact that whatever it was that this person was saying, about you, or whatever, this person, was being like towards you, is like, or however you were towards this person, whoever they were sharing that information with was basically trying to talk shit about you, but it's really they shit. Oh, that person a hoe. They doing this, they doing, I bet you they doing this, but you self-efficient. This person talking about they self. And this person don't even know it, or, it's because they got low self-esteem. So your person could have went towards somebody that got low self-esteem, like they don't, want this person to look at you as somebody beautiful, attractive, smart, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. This person want them to think that somebody look like you is doing this, doing that, because don't nobody come at them like that. Don't nobody want to, you know what I'm saying, break bread with them like that. Unless they busting down, you know what I'm saying? Unless they busting it open. So, just saying. What's the high priestess with the 8 of swords? Type out the high priestess with the 8 of swords. Projected my insecurities onto you. What's the high priestess with the 8 of swords? Holy Spirit, Holy angels. Please and thank you. Priestess with the 8 of swords. Yeah. 5 of wands. With the 9 of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. What I said. Like, these folks, child, this is somebody that was battling their own damn demons. This is somebody that, had insecurities, but they also, was looking at the fact that they didn't want this person, to block them, or whatever they trying to get this person to think you doing, because you ain't talking to them, you ignoring them and shit. Oh, that person over there. Listen, this is somebody that wanted to compete with you for a spot. This is this person possibly dealing with things that they know this person don't, what I'm saying, won't. Like, if they know this person wants somebody to go back and forth and this be in competition with each other, whether they know they are or not. It's like somebody basically feeling like there's that moment of them feeling like they gotta fight for this person, like they gotta say something, do something, take some type of action, what I'm saying, to be argumentative and things like that when it comes to how this person see them, or whatever this person's saying about them or you. Because you self-efficient. This is somebody that at some point probably wanted this person to think that you were with them for what you can get out of them, or some shit like that. Especially if they know this person to be somebody that got a little money, look good and shit like that. You know how you see somebody and they be like, oh shit, I bet everybody trying to get at you. Man or woman. But just because a lot of people may be trying to get at that person don't mean that they want them people that's coming towards them. You don't know what that person preference is, but indirectly you want them to tell you so you can see if you fit that bill, if you fit that criteria, if you fit that, what I'm saying, that image, that the status that they talking about. And when you don't, then you talking shit about that person to the point where whoever they you do see them with, you talking shit about them and don't even know them. Like, I bet that person a big old hoe. You know what I'm saying? Why he being like this, or why she talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what he doing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? He probably got a little side piece. Ain't nobody looking that good being with no one person. And they actually are. You'd be surprised. Some men, get that all the time. But I feel like this is somebody that wanted to be in competition with you. Or this somebody that wanted to put you they ended up putting you in some type of shady ass competition. Or they battling things, within themselves, when it comes to what they feel like this person seeing you and don't see in them. Or what they feel like this person, would do for you and won't do for them. Just saying. What's the Five of Wands? Like, this is, arguments. This is, possibly inner conflict that they may be dealing with, from not knowing, how to express themselves. But it's like somebody telling they shit about somebody else, projecting it onto somebody else, saying somebody else like this when it's really them, but it's allowing them to see how that person feel about it. Like, yeah, I'm finna block their ass then, because this. I see why they got me blocked. They over here, such and such and such. Yeah. What's the Five of Wands? What's the Five of Wands? Because if somebody put you in a damn competition, it is what it is. It wasn't no, how something was in the past with other people, or you know what I'm saying, trying to say you doing something when it's really theirs. They know they is. They just didn't want to admit that whatever you were seeing, you were saying it. You know what I'm saying? And not having them, have to tell you. You know how some folks think they got a secret until they find out you telling them the damn secret already. Or you done beat them to telling their own damn secret. Now they want to stay far away from you because they ain't telling what else you know. That part. What's the Five of Wands? Clarify the Five of Wands. It could be arguing, having disputes now because of what somebody was trying to tell this person, you were doing is really theirs. Or something this person felt like you were trying to get at when they really was doing that shit. They may have really did put you in a damn competition when they wasn't answering your calls, when they were ignoring your texts, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. What's the Five of Wands? Clarify the Five of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Capricorn. With the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Aries. Eight of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. And somebody was in a, ways too, especially when it came to them possibly trying to, have something. I would say had a cake and eat it too, but I feel like somebody, was breadcrumbing another person or trying to like use how somebody felt about them as a way to control, them. Because this is like a fixed attitude, a fixed mindset. You know what I'm saying? Being stubborn. Like not wanting to work, but this is also somebody, in a need to control, but don't want to, in that fear of changing. Like this is somebody that don't want to look at themselves or accept the fact that the only reason why they feel like what they going through is something they trying to control, because this is somebody that normally have maybe some messed up, ways about them, but I feel like this is like them not wanting to take accountability for it, so they just stay the way they are. Like, shit, I mean, it's my way or the highway. And this is like not want to work on it at all. Like this could be somebody like breadcrumbing, giving you the bare minimum and shit like that. But it's like, somebody doing that because they feel like, as long as I give them enough to keep them around, I say enough to keep them around, then I ain't got to worry about them going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to how they feel about me. But this is fear of change as well. It's like somebody, trying to use how you feel about them or what they do for you and shit like that. Like how they come towards you and shit. I'm going to ignore this person call because I know they waiting to hear from me. And just have you in your head, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like, I don't want to say nothing to them because I feel like they going to think this or think that. You know what I'm saying? And now, it's like, you don't want to be argumentative with them and shit like that. I don't want to come off as like you being, and it's really the fact that this person was intimidated about, your wisdom, your knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And the shit you were saying, like this person was intimidated by that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe felt like they needed to compete with you, when it came to your intellect because of you being a seer or, you know what I'm saying, just being tapped in the way you are. And it's like they can't, this person was trying to control, what it is, or making you question your intuition because they didn't want to change. Like somebody didn't want to admit whatever you were seeing and saying and talking about. So they made it as though, this is you. You know what I'm saying? Telling me about you when it really was their ass. It really was them. But that was because they didn't want to change something. Yeah, but you got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, Aries. But I feel like you was in your Emperor energy with this person at the time. I feel like that's why somebody felt intimidated by you. Like you were a high priestess, but I feel like you were in this Emperor energy. Empress. Because it's like Eight of Cups in reverse. Like somebody know, like, if they do walk away and let go, like, without knowing, where something can go. You know what I'm saying? All because they didn't give something a try. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, they have to work on, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, to see if that would change anything. Because at this point, Eight of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like somebody may feel like, they want a second chance, but, they have to fight for it. Because that's the, they vulnerability issues was the whole, you know what I'm saying, they hang up. Like somebody was afraid of Four of Pentacles, like letting the universe, balance something out for them just by going with the flow and being honest about what it is that they know that they capable of and what they not. Like, you know what you've been through. You if you know what I'm saying. You know how some people be like, I wouldn't recommend you fuck with me because I got some some messed up ways. You know what I'm saying. I don't even want to do you wrong like that. I ain't just at that point right now to be with just no one person. I know I probably will be. Ain't no telling when, but it's in me to be that way. But right now, I kind of want to, be the way I am right now for a while. Some people mature enough to tell you that shit, but they ain't gonna hold you back from being with somebody that possibly, wants to be that way and be that person for you. They not gonna feel some type of way because you ain't asking them to change, and they telling you that they not at that time. Now it's on you if you decide you want to wait on them, but you got some mature, men out here that will tell you like, no, I don't think you ought to, you know what I'm saying? You a good person, you know what I'm saying? I see you with somebody like that, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think I'm that person. But like I said, you got some people that will probably sit down and explain to you about, their ways, not looking at the fact that, you may still want to be with them, but that's just them being honest. A lot of motherfuckers don't realize just how far honesty will get them. You know what I'm saying? Denial is a damn disease in itself. Ask them alcoholics, ask them AA, you know what I'm saying, members. Like, denial comes from, taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? I mean, accountability, comes when you release the need to feel like, denying something is facts. Like, no, these are facts. You can deny it all day long. It ain't going to make it, unreal or untrue. You know what I'm saying? You are home to me, divine feminine. Clarify who is this? Got the Hierophant. You are home to me, divine feminine. Clarify with the Hierophant on here. You're home to me. You're home to me. Clarify the Hierophant. The Seven of Cups with the King of Cups. Temperance. What's the Hierophant with the Seven of Cups? Somebody delusional. What's the Hierophant with the Seven of Cups? Clarify the Hierophant with the Seven of Cups. You're home to me, divine feminine. What's the Hierophant with the Seven of Cups? The World in reverse with the Ten of Swords. Like, somebody may feel like whatever it is that they, are foreseeing or fantasizing about, it's like something they may have, in their head feel like, this was going to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Out of having these Seven of Cups, like somebody may have felt like, they would be able to make that decision, you know what I'm saying, out of these options that they had, these choices they had. Like, somebody may have felt like, they could see what it and fantasize about what it is they want. But this person had all these other choices, these other distractions going on, possibly because they were listening to outside influences or having this one track mind, one way of, following, the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I deal with, they got a side piece. You know what I'm saying? They got people. They ain't with just no one person. You know what I'm saying? This person may deal with, somebody in their group that, or somebody that they know they, you know what I'm saying, are looking at, as somebody that they feel like, they may got a lot of respect for or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That person may come off like a boss or something. And they could have some type of spiritual, religious, background that they share, with somebody in this group, or this like a way, or ideology, like somebody, all on the same frequency, that same page, you know what I'm saying? or they get some type of advice, from somebody that basically, could be somebody close to them or somebody that holds some type of high position, in their life or something like that, or they could be an authority figure. But it's like somebody come off as somebody that is telling somebody what to do or how something gonna go or how to play something. And it's like, man, keep you this, keep you, somebody on standby, keep, some people on the side. And it's like somebody already knew what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, with all these distractions and all these other choices they had, like somebody may feel like, coming towards you was too much of a challenge. Like they got to deal with too much, you know what I'm saying? Like with this Ten of Swords. Like somebody knows, you ended out a cycle with them. They may have felt like or made you think as though they may have felt like, they can control what was going on. Like they thought they, had a grasp on what was going on. But at this point, it's like you staying somewhere to trying to keep both. Somebody was trying to have their cake and eat it too. But it's like somebody know if they walk away from over here and all these other options, what if it don't work? You know what I'm saying, with the collective. Because somebody fantasizes about, their life with you. Like you home to them. But this person got, people that they feel like cause a betrayal between you and them. And all this is because this person was not, clear on what direction they wanted to go with you. Like somebody didn't make themselves clear. And I want to say, they really thought, what I'm saying, whatever they thought, was going to change, it was going to start within. And I feel like, at that point, it's like somebody feeling like they can control that, but they can't. Like somebody may have thought, you walking away and them staying where they at, like, they can control, you not leaving until you actually left. And now this person, is stuck, with the fact that the outcome of something that they were to settle and not get the truth and get to the point where they feel like, being afraid to take that leap of faith is going to cause them to miss out on that person with the lovers. Yeah. To the bottom of the deck. This, whatever this is that they, thought, was supposed to get them some type of, however they were going to think that they were going to find their purpose. You know what I'm saying? Wishful thinking. Like if I had, somebody thought, quantity was more better than quality at the time. And now whatever it is they want to go toward, it's like too challenging, even though, it's too complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever is required, like somebody feel like it's too challenging for them. To face you and tell you they wanted this. That's why I said, like somebody was like giving mixed signals about something, mainly because they, done been led down a rabbit hole before, but this was their actions because they didn't want to express how they really felt about themselves. Like somebody didn't really know what they wanted with these people. They just felt like, surface knowledge was good enough, but not, looking within. Like what truly makes you happy? What are you truly happy with? Like what truly brings you happiness? That person didn't even fucking know. Like somebody might not even know their love language. And some people have, if you don't know your love language, your other person don't know their love language, y'all are just gonna be lost in the sauce. Even if one of y'all know your love language and the other one don't, it's about growth and learning together. So what your partner don't know, those are the things you might need to talk about when you on a date. You know what I'm saying? Get that needed information, of knowledge of whether they know about that or not. Because some people don't know. But that's a moment of being able to inform them too. And let them, decide. Find a link to, express it to them or explain it to them. Either, you know what I'm saying? Either way. But at this point, it's like somebody positive, you know what I'm saying, they feel like you home, but it's also the fact that they know whatever these other choices and distractions were, wishful thinking really caused a betrayal here. It caused the ending. Now it's like, with the world in reverse, like this person, left feeling depressed, broken, now because of the things that they refuse to like look within and realize, these are things you won't deal with. This is why this stuff going this way. This is why you confused about what direction to go in, because you don't want to accept that you know what I'm saying, you holding the whole situation up by not cooperating with the universe, not listening to your inner voice, not taking accountability for your actions, not looking at something truthfully, like you love this person, like you, and this is like unconditional love, like no matter who out of this seven of cups this person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, would have got with or get with, they not gonna get this person the same feeling they know they have with another person. Clarify the world in reverse with the seven of cups. What's the world in reverse with the seven of cups? I ain't gonna keep that. When I be seeing like my deck repeating itself or even slightly, time to shuffle, child. Clarify the world in reverse with the seven of cups. What's the world in reverse with the seven of cups? Because something is happening in 10 months or less, this 10 of cups and this king of pentacles. Yeah, you got the seven of wands with the temperance at the bottom of the deck now. So now, like I said, somebody was gonna be complacent now. They were going to, just settle and leave something the way it is between you and them, because of it being too challenging. But they building their confidence, now to take action and stand up and, have to deal with maybe these other options with these people. You know what I'm saying? Not accepting, this person, walking away and possibly doing them the way this person did you, to be with, you know what I'm saying, to acquire these other distractions. But you got the temperance out here at the bottom of the deck. Patience, balance, harmony, finding better solutions. Nine of cups, you know what I'm saying? Blessings, achievement, the gift, you know what I'm saying? Success, abundance, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? The gift. But now somebody realized having all these cups was just a distraction. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, like this is somebody, you know what I'm saying, that whatever they were trying to plan, in the spirit realm, like wasn't manifesting enough, that way. So somebody don't try to take action, you know what I'm saying, physically with this seven of cups to try to, you know what I'm saying, see what they get out of that. Not a goddamn thing. Okay? They ain't get shit, you know what I'm saying, because it lacked the work that they needed to put into themselves. That's hence the fact you got this mature man out here, King of Pentacles. What's the seven of wands? Clarify the seven of wands. And we're gonna close out. Clarify the seven of wands. Yeah. You got the Knight of Swords. Alright, so now somebody wanna come in hot. Yeah, they're going to have to stand up and be, you know what I'm saying, courageous at a time where this person coming in hot want this lifestyle they used to have with this person. Or they, you know what I'm saying, like whatever it is that they feeling like, they want to express or say, or, but they know going to come with the fact that they, you know what I'm saying, decide not to stay in that situation. Like, shit, I'm finna go. They already know, like, you already self-efficient. This is somebody that's Empress in reverse. Like this Empress, this uh divine feminine in reverse. This is somebody, this Empress in reverse. This is somebody that will come in and try to, you know what I'm saying, say what they can say, do what they need to do, or try to, you know what I'm saying, attack somebody's, lifestyle and shit like that. I'm telling you. Because this person coming in, this King of Cups, feel the way they feel, and like somebody else, is trying to avoid a damn towel. Yeah. Like somebody ain't, yeah. This King of Cups ain't gonna be shocked that this person, wanna come in and try to have some type of new idea, to try to get back at, get back with them and shit like that. With the Three of Wands in reverse. They still got some lessons to learn. You know what I'm saying? But it's about this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Swords. Yeah. But it's up, collective. It's up. But I feel like I said, this low vibrational air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you got the Libra out here. But yeah, somebody, want to come back around, but they you home to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, them wanting to settle and stay in a certain place, even though they see themselves somewhere else. It's like they know, if the minute they stand up for themselves, this person going, what I'm saying, coming in, hot, with them when it comes to them, possibly, walking away and they not having, some lifestyle that they had with them, or not being able to, get from this person what they, been able to get. And they may have been able to have like Nine of Pentacles, a lot of nice things, around them because they with this good looking, well established person. You know what I'm saying? They taking good care of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, could be a baby mama, don't have to be, but it could be definitely somebody that want to come in and possibly, a baby dad or something like that. A lover, but it's definitely, somebody that want to come in and, make a decision. You know what I'm saying? With good, they got, you know what I'm saying, that mindset of what they want to do, but they know what they're going to have to deal with. And like I said, they not going to be shocked, or you may not be shocked that this person, is going to try to re-strategize because, shit, you the high priestess. They got to learn their lesson too. Clarify this Knight of Swords. We're going to close out. What's the Knight of Swords? What's the Knight of Swords? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. With the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. The Moon. The Knight of Cups. Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody want to come in and demonstrate what they done, you know what I'm saying, what they have, accomplished now when it comes to them actually, having a better view of like what it is that's required, you know what I'm saying, to have this focused effort, teamwork make the dream work. But this is, demonstrating their abilities, you know what I'm saying, to, apply themselves, make a focused effort, you know. Maybe coming in, they may be moving at a slow pace because of something ended somewhere else, and them having to go with the flow, with the Temperance. But with the Moon, yeah, like somebody now, is having to, make sure that whatever it is they pursuing in life, that they clear on what that is. Like, stop letting people question their intuition and not letting, somebody question yours. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Like somebody could be want to come in with a proposal with this Knight of Cups. Yeah. And having a lot of nostalgia, like memories and, shit like that. Especially when it come to them, knowing the difference now between how something feels when you don't work for it. You know what I'm saying? Like being lazy about doing something. I'm going to end it here, collective. You guys, make sure you do something nice for someone today, even if you don't know them. Hopefully the message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. This is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot. Until next time, you guys. I love you. Bye.